So my people, welcome to this channel today. You are the people that usually help me on my channel. Thanks so much for watching the video. Thank you so much for watching my video. So we are still on the school bag that the light interrupted us about 4 hours ago that we did us, but we're still on the bag making that the school bag. So this morning I say may I continue on the place that I stopped, but before then I will still go back to show you what I am doing on this bag today. So what I will do now, one, I will come back to the measurement of the bag. Watching the previous video that I did about 4 hours ago, I cutted out those before the NEPA interrupted us. But here again, I am here now, so I will not continue with this one again because some of us might not like the way I will do it. They might not understand it. So because of that, I will come back again and use another material to cut out the one that I cutted already. This one, I will still cut all those ones, but I'll just keep this one aside. Then I'll use the same material, but I'll use another one again so that I'll come back to this. So let me show you the measurement I used before. So on the one I did before I was interrupted by the lights, okay, what I did, I used the 13 by 16 inch. I told you that the one I'm doing before, I usually use a 15 inch, but I decided to use 13 by 16 inch on this one. And before, I was interrupted by the NEPA. So I will still use the same measurement that I used on the other one. That is 13 by 16 inch. Okay. So if I ask now, can I use this one again? I don't know whether you know how I came across this one. I measured 13 by 16 inch on the leather. There, from here to here is 13 by 16 inch before I curved this side. So let me go ahead and measure out 13 by 16 inch on this one before I'll go ahead and cut it out. Okay. Okay, sorry, my measuring tape is not here. Okay, now let me just keep this one aside, then I'll use this one. It's better that I will start afresh so that you understand what I'm saying here. Okay, coming here now, I'll measure out 16 by 13 inch. That's the first measurement. If you're a beginner on bag making, don't worry about anything. It's just like it. So once you can pay much attention on what I was saying now, you can make any school bag. It depends on the design you want to give your bag. Do you want to have like 5 or 6 pockets at the front of the bag? Do you want to have only one pocket? Anyone at all. Like this one now, I'm just measuring out 16 inch here. Let me use this and hold it. Okay. So I'm measuring out 16 inch here because what I'll use is a 16 by 13 inch. And I told you I'm just using jeans material for this bag. Okay. Let me just cut off this side. So I'm just using a jeans material on those bag that I'm doing today. So this is 16 this side. And coming to this side now, I will use 13 inch. So this is 13 inch. This is 13 inch. Sorry, I'm not using ruler here, but it does not matter. I'll still come to the measurement. So this is 16 by 13 inch. Okay, the next thing I will do now is to go ahead and cut it out. Before any other design, I'll first of all cut this one out here. So coming here now, this is 16 by 13 inch. Okay, sorry, let me just trim this side out. So because this is 16 by 13 inch, don't mind all the shape. If I'm just doing it, I will still correct so many of them. What I will do now at this side, before I will just design it the way I want it to be, the next thing I need to do now is to curve the upper side of the school bag. You know, this side usually be curved unless you just want to sew a four corner school bag. That one, actually, I usually do that based on the mind. But this is the main design, the style for school bag. Okay, what I will do here now, so to get the measurement like 4 inch, or I can just measure out 5 inch here. You can use 4 inch, you can use 5 inch, depends on how sharp you want the curve to be. And coming here, I will just measure out 8 inch for this side. So this is 5 inch and this side is 6 inch. So the next thing I will do now is to go ahead and curve it. I'm just doing it off sketch, you know. So this is the one I'm doing here. So what I will do now is to go ahead and cut out the curve. So after cutting it this way now, you see how it is. I want to make it to be straight. So this is how it will be after cutting it. Then the next thing I will do is to place this one on top of this side. So I'll fold it this way so that I'll use it to cut this side. I need to fold it this way to make sure that all of them are equal. So I'll fold it this way, then I will draw the curve here. Then coming to this side now, can you see they are not that kind equal? Then I'll draw this side to make sure all of them are equal. Okay, then I will now cut out this side. So after cutting it out, this is how it will be. Now the next thing I will do now is to, cut out. I will now draw a curve that will come to the side this way, and this one will be this way. So what will I do now? I will now measure out from here. I will measure out. I'll measure out 3 inch here. Yeah, I'll measure out 3 inch this side, and I'll also come here and I'll measure out 3 inch. Yeah. Then coming here from down this side now, I'll measure out. I'll now measure out 13 inch here. I'll measure out 13 inch, and I'll come this side, and I'll also measure out 13 inch. Okay, looking at it now, it looks like this one is smaller for the one what I want to do. I will now measure out 4 inch here. From here, I'll measure out 4 inch. And from this side also, I'll also measure out 4 inch here. Okay, after measuring it now, what I will do is to first start from here and draw a curve and join this. So I'll join it this way here. Hope you are seeing what I'm doing. Then after joining it here now, the next thing I will do is to join the side, that place that I measured 3 inch before here. So I'll join it here this way so that it will be curved. It will be curved this side, it will be curved this side. Then from here that I measured 4 inch this side also, I will now draw a curve also here, and I will join the side here also. Then after that, from here, I will join this curve here. So this is how this one will be. Then I will not cut it yet, it will be here. The reason why I did it, because after cutting it here, it might not be at the same line while sewing it. So that's why I just draw a straight line so that I will cut out here, because zip will come here and zip will come on top of this one. We'll have the first pocket, the second pocket before the upper side of it. So what I will do now, I will leave this one this way now. Then I will now go ahead, I will come this side, and I'll measure out 2 inch here. I'll measure out 2 inch this side. Then I'll come this side also and I'll measure out 2 inch. Then from here up here, I'll measure out 7 inch here. I'll measure out 7 inch this side. Hope you're seeing what I'm doing here. So this is from here to here is 2 inch, and from this side to here is 7 inch, and from here to here is also 2 inch. So the next thing I will do now is for me to go ahead. I'll measure out 2 inch here. Then coming down to this side, I'll also measure out 2 inch on this side. Then coming here, I'll measure 2 inch. Depends on how sharp you want your curve to be. So this one now, okay, because I need it not to be too curved, too sharp that way, I will now curve here and I'll come this side and I'll curve this one here also. Okay, so after curving it this way now, I will now go ahead and cut this one. I'll fold it this way to make sure that they are equal. So I'll fold this one here. I'll fold it this way. Can you see? I'll still redraw it again to make sure that they are equal. So because it is this way now, okay. So now this is how it will be for this side. You know, I'll add zip here and I'll add zip on this one. This is the first pocket. Then coming on the upper side of it, I don't need to cut it into two. I just need to curve this side to get the upper side of the pocket. Okay, what I will do now, you know, to start from here, I will measure out from here to here. I will measure 7 inch here. So I'll measure out 7 inch from here to here. So this is 7 inch. Okay, coming to this side, I'll still measure out 2 inch. I'll measure out 2 inch here. Okay, coming to this side also, I will measure out 2 inch here. So this is 2 inch and this is 2 inch. So now, can you see how this one will be? Then I'll still measure out 2 inch that is this side. I'll measure out 2 inch. This 2 inch here, I'll measure it out. And I'll come this side, I'll measure 2 inch again. Then I'll draw a curve here. Then I'll go ahead and cut it out. Okay, coming down to this side, from this plate I measured 7 inch. I will now measure out. I'll measure out 2.5 inch here. I'll measure out 2.5 inch from here. Okay, from here now I will now curve it this way. Watch me. I'll curve it. So this one will be this way. I'll curve it this way. So from this side that I curved, that I will now go ahead and cut it out. So from here, I will now hold this one this way. Can you see? So it will be here. Then from here, I will now draw a curve again. Then I'll join it with this one here. Hope you're seeing what I'm doing here. Then I'll cut it out. So this is how it will be here. And this one will be here this way. So after cutting it this way now, The next thing I will do is to cut out that first curve that I drawed out here. That curved out. This one will now stop here. It will not come here. It will stop here, and this one will come here. So what I will do now is to go ahead and cut it out also this way. So this is for this one, and this one is for this one here. Then I will now go ahead and cut this side. I'll cut this side this way. And I'll cut this one. So this is the back. After drawing out the patterns for the back, this one will be this way, and this one will also come here. And this one will come here this way, okay? And this one will come here this way also, okay? And this one will come this way here. And this one will come here, and this one will come here. So this is how it will be. So it will be this way now. So this is how it will be. Then I'll now go ahead and join all of them together. While sewing it, I can go ahead and add something like red color, blue color, green, based on what I want to be. I will now cover the cord that I'll add here, because I'll add cord here. With jeans material, I don't need cord because it's very soft. Assuming is leather, I need cord, but on this one, but for me to make the design I want to do, I'll add cord on here. I'll add cord here. I will not add cord here based on the color that I want to mix up. So let's go ahead and join all of them together. But with this, I need to add foam. This is a light material. It's very soft. For school bag, I need to add foam on all of them. I like making my bag to be thick and unique, so that once you sew the bag, you must be forced by your mind to buy the bag. So I need to add foam on this one. So what I will do now is to go ahead and apply gum either on the foam or on the leather. But because this is jeans material, I think I need to add, I'll add the this gum on the foam that I will use. So let me go ahead and do that one now. Okay. So this is the one I will use. I like using this foam because it's very thick. So this is quarter half inch foam on the size. This is half inch. You will have the one that is quarter. I like using this half inch, especially on school bag. If for handbag, I will just go for the quarter. So what I will do now is to go ahead and apply gum on this. I'll apply gum here. So after that, I will go ahead and add this. I'll add the material that I'm using here. Okay. So this one will be here. I would like to add all of them here before I will go ahead and cut off, so that they will be here. Then after this, I'll now go ahead and add this one here. I think this is for this. No. Okay. Sometimes after cutting all these ones, you will be confused. I'm joining all of them together this way. Then this is for this one here. Okay. And this one is for this side. Okay, and coming to this side, I need to add this here. Then this one will be here, and this one will also be here. Okay, so what I will do also here now is for me to add lining at the as here. I'll add line, then I'll sew all of them together. Then after sewing it together, I'll cut it so that it will not stress me much, not stress me so much while cutting it one after another. I like sewing it the same here. The reason why I cut it even out because this is black color. If I use the pen, I might not see it very well. Assuming I have a biro that is just a color like a milky color, I will draw it and I will not cut it out. I will now sew all of them together. Then after that, I'll be cutting it one after the other. I will sew all these lines here. I'll just sew it. Then after that, I'll cut it one after another. So, but what I will do now is to go ahead and join it with the lining that I will use. So let me go ahead and cut the lining. So this is the lining that I will use here. So I'll place it on top of the lining this way. Oh, sorry. So I'll place it on top of the lining this way, okay? Then on top of this lining now, I will now go ahead and sew it. So I told you what I will do is to sew all of them inside here this way. So I will just turning it one after another and I will join all of them together. So it will not disturb me much while cutting it out. So after sewing it this way, what I will do now is to go ahead and cut it into pieces before I will join it again with the zip. So after sewing it, this is how it will be. So it will be this way now. Okay. The next thing I will do now is to go ahead and cut it into pieces. I'll just be cutting it one after the other. So this is how it will be after cutting it into pieces this way. So this is all. So after cutting it, it's supposed to be this way now. Oh, after cutting and cutting and cutting, a lot of things will come up. So this is how it will be. Remaining the other side. Where is it for them? Okay. Okay. So this one will come this side, and this one will come here. So after cutting it, this is how it will be. So it will be this way. So the next thing I will do now is to go ahead and join all of them together this way. Okay, I told you I might decide to add something at the this ones. So I'll go ahead and add a design that will be there. Okay. So I'll be using this leather now to make a design at the front side for the back. Okay, I'll cut it. So coming at this point now, what I will do is to go ahead and join this with this here. So I'll join it here this way. So I don't need to add cord here. I just want to use it this way. So it will be this way here now. I'll go ahead and sew it. I see how this one is. Then I'll go ahead and join this side also. So after joining this one this way, I'm gonna go ahead and add this here. I'll also add this one that will be here. So I'll join it this way. Can you see? So I'll hold it this way, then I'll go ahead and sew this one also. Then after sewing it, this is how it will be. Can you see? So it will be this way. Then I'll go ahead and join this one here also. So after sewing the two, this is how two of them will be. Then this is where I'll add the zip. So I will now keep this one aside first of all. Then I will go ahead and join the one that will be here. So you know there is one that will be here, so I'll go ahead and join it here. So I will also join this color here. You know, I told you I will not add any cord here, so I'll join it this way here now. Then I'll add on this side also. Then I will now go ahead and join it with this one here also. So I will join these two here. So this is how it will be. Then I will join this side also here. So I will join it here this way. So this one will come here, and I will go ahead and sew it. So after sewing it, it will be this way now. This one will come here, and you know, this one will also come this side. So this is how it will look like after sewing it. So the next thing I will do now is to go ahead and add zip that will be here. So but before then I need to cut some parts of it before adding the zip, because I don't want it to be just be opening this way. I need to be open this way and it will stop. I'll add some leather here. I'll add zip. I'll cut just small something here, you know, and I'll go ahead and cut the same measurement here. Okay. So the next thing I will do now is to go ahead and add zip here. I'll first of all add zip on this side. I'll add zip here. Can you see the reason why I told you I'll cut this one first of all? Do you see how they line together here after sewing it? So I'll add zip here now. Okay, let me go ahead and do that. I'll add zip this way here. Okay. So after adding the zip, this is how it will be. Then the next thing I will do now is to go ahead and add the zip head here. I need to add the zip head here now. So I need to add this here. So this is the zip. Then after adding the zip head, I will now cover this side with bias. I need to cover here. That's this side. I'll cover it with bias here. So after covering with the bias, before I'll do the next thing. So what I will do now is to go ahead and cover it with bias. So now after sewing it, I will go ahead and add this here. So I'll add this one here now. Okay, someone said, can foreign foam use instead of the foam that I'm using? That's the white foam. Yes, you can use the white foam on those, this back. But the only thing is, say the white foam, the white foam is very thick. It's not as soft as those one now. That's the only difference. This one is soft, but because that one is thick, I don't know how it will be. But you can just, try it. You see how it will be. Okay. So after adding this one, sorry because my phone went off. I don't know that it's that kind low, so that's why it went off. Okay. So at this point now, the next thing I need to do, is to hold it this way. Then I'll get the middle of this side here. I'll get the middle of this one here now. Okay. Then coming at this point, I'll also get the middle from the zip side on this one, because that is the place I'll add this one. Okay. I'll get the middle this way here. Then the next thing I will do is to hold two of them from the middle. I'll hold this from the middle of those side. Then because I hold this from the middle of the two, then I'll go ahead and sew it round. But before doing it, I need to cover the side with bias. I'll cover here with bias also. I'll cover this side and this side so that I will not be seeing it after sewing it. So let me go ahead first of all and cover this one with bias here now. So after covering here with bias, okay, I will now go ahead and join it with this one here, okay. So I'll join it here this way. So this is how this one will be. Then I'll go ahead and sew this side also, okay. Okay, oh, so this is how the side will be after sewing it. Are you seeing? So it will be this way. So this is the design for the back. So remaining for the upper side, that's this side here. Okay. Okay, what I will do also here now is to go ahead and add the zip that will be on top of this one. So I'll add the zip that will be here. So I'll also go ahead and add the zip here. So I'll start here, add the zip. So I'll go ahead and join this after adding the zip head that will be here. So I will join it together here. So it will be this way here. Okay, after that I will now join the one that will be down here, you know. Okay, so let me go ahead, and add the zip head that will be here also. So I'll add this zip head that was here now. So the next thing I will do is to add cover here with bias. So I'll cover here with the bias now. So after making it this way, I will now go ahead and get the middle of here. So this is the middle here. After getting the middle here and the middle from the zip, then I'll get the middle this side also for this one here. So from the middle of the zip here, I will now go ahead and join two of them together here. So after joining this side, this is how it will be. Can you see? Then I'll go ahead and join this side also. So after that, it will be this way. Okay. So what I was supposed to do before adding this side, I supposed to cover here with line so that this is one of the pockets, and this one will also be one of the pockets. But what I will do now after that, I will now use my machine and divide it here this way. So let me go ahead and finish off this one. So this is how this one will be. I'll still cut some parts of this side here, you know, to make sure that they are equal. So after sewing it will be this way. Can you see how it is? Can you see? So what I need to do now is to add lining that will be here. So I'll add lining that will be here. Okay. So let me go ahead and do that now. So this is the lining that I will use. So this is the lining that I will use. Okay. So what I will do now is to divide it from here. I will divide this from here this way. No, I'm not supposed to do this. The reason why I'm doing it is because I did not divide it from the beginning. I'm supposed to add lining here different. I will add lining here. But because I didn't do that, that's why I'm dividing it this way now. But you will not notice it, Sha. So after covering the lining, I will now cut out the remaining side. So this is the back. And I've covered it with lining. You will not even know. Can you see? So when I open the side now, this way, this is the pockets. When I open this side also, this is the pockets. So I still need to cover here, and cover this side. So this is the pocket of this one and the other side of it. Okay, oh. So this is the back. So the next thing I will do now is to go ahead and cut out the one that will be on top, because looking at the back is too small for me if I'm the one that will use it. So this is just a for primary school bag or even for nursery section. So what I will do now, if I want the bag to be big, I will not add another zip that will be on top of it this way, or I'll cover this downside, then I'll go ahead and make it to be this side. So for me to make it to be for the primary section or nursery section, I need to curve here and curve here. Then I'll add the other side of the back. I'll call it a day on here now. So on the next video, we're going to finish it up. So thanks so much for watching this video. Thank you so much.